What's happening? It's John from Long Island punk band Wrecked. It is Friday night, February 4th. Some news. Got a couple of shows coming up. The first being March 11th at Shaker's Pub out in Oakdale, doing a metal hardcore show. We're opening up for it. So I was asked by one of my good friends to do it, and I'm happy to do it. We'll be playing with one of the best Long Island punk bands around for the last 20 years, called Become One. So I'm looking forward to that. After that, we have April 1st at One Eye Jacks in Bethpage. Don't know much about that show yet. I don't think we have details on it yet. And trying to get on April 23rd, which would be the Mr. Beery Cystic Fibrosis benefit. So we'll try to get on that as well. That's a shit ton of bands. So that's what we have, Aside from working on some new originals, that's what we got. So I do have some vinyl I'd like to talk about. First being one of my favorite bands of all time, Van Halen. This is Van Halen 1, their first album, 1978 on Warner Brothers Records. Now, this is not my favorite Van Halen album. My favorite Van Halen album is Van Halen 2, but this is a great record. Every song is good. This came out 25 years ago. Sounds like it's recorded yesterday. It's a very live-sounding recording. It's remastered from the original master tape, original analog tapes on 180-gram vinyl. It's a great sounding record. Every song is good. I don't feel I really need to talk about Van Halen much. What hasn't been said. Eddie Van Halen is the first guitar hero that I knew of in the 80s. Prior to him, I mean, you had Eric Clapton, you had Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, but those guys were more blues rock. Wasn't really heavy metal. I mean, Jimi Hendrix would probably be the first visionary that I knew of in the guitar. I mean, you can go back to Chuck Berry. You can go. I love Chuck Berry. Scotty Moore from the Elvis records. I mean, all these guys were great players, but the first real guitar icon, probably Hendrix. And then after him would be Eddie Van Halen. After Eddie Van Halen, probably be Randy Rhoads. But other than that, Eddie really ushered in a whole new style of guitar, a whole new style of music, a whole new thing. After him came now this whole shredding thing. Everyone's trying to outplay each other and all this other stuff. And I got caught up in it too, As a kid, these guys were all in the magazines. Guys like Vinnie Moore, Kristen Pelletieri, Tony McAlpine, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Jason Becker. The list goes on and on. Some of these guys were actually, I enjoyed and still enjoy them now because they were more musical than the others. But some of this stuff was just, brutal. Programmed drums, just senseless shredding. I mean, some of those old Michelangelo comes to mind. This guy, played this double neck guitar. I mean, it's stupid. Couldn't write a song to save his life. But anyway, getting back to Van Halen, these songs are all great. You can go down the list. He really got me. Running with the Devil, Jamie's Crying, On Fire, I'm the One, Ain't Talking About Love, Little Dreamer, Feel Your Love Tonight, Atomic Punk, Eruption, of course, and Ice Cream Man. They really had something, Van Halen. And those first up to 1984 are great albums. And after that, they came out with the 5150 era with Sammy Hagar, and that's when they went to like superstar status. And I'll argue some of that stuff is better, than the Roth stuff. To be honest, if I'm being honest, some of the Sammy Hagar stuff was much better. Songs were better crafted, the vocals were better, production is better. I don't know, but Van Halen 1, can't go wrong. All right, the next. So 45, Hotel Yorba by the White Stripes. My favorite White Stripes song. This was recorded at the Hotel Yorba in room number 286 in May 2001. Original came out in 2001 on XL Recordings. This is an original. This was pressed on Third Man. They have a red vinyl, but I just got the black vinyl. It's Hotel Yorba backed with Rated X, which is a Loretta Lynn song, and it is phenomenal. Again, great song. I got it just because Rated X I don't think appears on any of their full lengths, so I wanted to have it on vinyl, so here it is. All right, next up, I've spoken about this band before. This is Spirit Box, Eternal Blue. This is their full length. I think over the summer, I think I spoke about, I had the, and I can't find it. I fucking lost it somehow. I don't know where it went. It's a 45 Spirit Box Holy Roller. I mean, punishing song. These guys came out from the ashes of the band I wrestled a bear once. So you have Courtney LaPlante, the singer, and her husband. This guy, I forget his name. I'm not gonna. He's a great guitar player though. He plays like a seven string. But yeah, this is the full length. And for new music, for new extreme metal, these guys are where it's at. It gives me hope for this kind of stuff. Let me see if I can get the vinyl out. Came out on that. I had to wait for it for a bit, but I found it on blue vinyl. So Eternal Blue vinyl. Again, this band needs no more elaboration. Go check them out on Spotify, and you won't be disappointed. Some of my favorites on here would be Sun Killer, Secret Garden, of course, Holy Roller, Circle With Me, and Constance. This is on Pale Chord Records. This came out in 2021. So yeah, check it out for extreme music. I mean, they can do it all. And I actually had tickets to see them last summer at the Paramount with Limp Bizkit, of all people, which was an odd pairing, but Limp Bizkit canceled, so did Spirit Box. They can't handle that. They couldn't handle that tour by themselves headlining, so it was over. And they all come into Brooklyn Steel, I think, next month or so, but it's a weeknight. I don't know. I might go. I don't know. Might try. Here's the next one. This is, again, one of my favorite artists, Toots and the Maytals, Funky Kingston. This came out in 1973 on UMG Recordings. Toots Hibbert and the Maytals is a band. Now, I got into them from, I was a big Sublime fan as a in my 20s. And one of the songs I love from Sublime was 5446. Was my number, and I'm like, well, they didn't write the song. Who did? It was Toots Hibbert wrote it. So I found the original, and I was off to the races. I mean, he also wrote one of my other favorite songs, Pressure Drop, which I've spoken about that one in every video I think I've put up. But again, it's reggae. I love reggae. Standouts are here would be Time Tough, great song. Pomp and Pride, my favorite song on this, and of course Pressure Drop. Reggae is weird because I don't know, people, it's somewhat summertime music, party music, honeymoon music, vacation music, but I don't think it's that. To me, reggae's always had a spot in my musical, my musical interests. It's a great sound, and this guy does it great. He passed, I think, in 2021 or 2020. Here's the blue vinyl I got on it. But he has a bunch of stuff, and I mean, you can always start with the Bob Marley stuff, the Peter Tosh, but go down the rabbit hole, get into it with it if you're into reggae, because there's so many artists, and there's even contemporary reggae is good, when they mix the dance hall with some of the electronic music and they really come up with something. I love the sound though, and that's why I loved bands like Sublime, bands like the Long Beach Double All-Stars afterwards, that had a reggae sound to them, because it's great music. Last but not least, this would be Emma Ruth Rundle, Engines of Hell. Emma Ruth Rundle's, this came out in 2021 on Sargent House Records. She's an odd one, Emma Ruth Rundle. I mean, I first got exposed to her from, she did a collaboration with Chelsea Wolfe. They have very similar styles, real ambient music, real, reverby, real out there stuff. This is more stripped down, though. This is mostly piano and vocals and some acoustic guitar, and her songwriting really shines. She's a great guitar player, too. She doesn't get enough respect for it, but if you look her up on YouTube and stuff, they have a Premier Guitar. I've spoken about this. Premier Guitar does a rig rundown series where they get an artist and talk about their rig, and she seems really cool and really into what she does, and her playing's great. So this album's got 8 songs on it. Very, again, different vibe than the rest of the stuff I usually go for, but it's good for mellowing out. It's got, let's see, Blooms of Oblivion is my favorite on this one, and Razor's Edge. Citadel's good too, and My Afterlife is good too. So yeah, Emma Ruth Rundle's really good. She was in some other bands. I forget the names of them, but I didn't really know them too well. But when I heard her stuff with Chelsea Wolfe, I bought into it, checked her out, and this is the first vinyl I own by her, and it's very good. Her most recent one. So her other stuff is a little bit more out there. This is stripped down. But her other stuff has more of electronic and real, like, soundscape type stuff. So, so again, something different to listen to. I mean, you can always listen to The Dead and Black Sabbath and, Rancid all the time. Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know. But those are the 5. Those are the new ones. That's what I got. I am expecting some new stuff in. I'm trying to pump the brakes a bit on buying, vinyl, because it's getting to a point where I'm overrun. I do have Blackwater Holy Light that came out in August, and I'm finally getting the vinyl on that one. So that'll be in a next video. I ordered another Sarah Shook and the Disarmers is coming out with a new one. I pre-ordered that. And another country artist, Priscilla Block, pre-ordered her stuff too. So I think that's all I have coming. Oh yeah, there's another one. This band No Bro. It's an old girl like noise pop, roots pop, garage rock band, which is really good. I'm looking forward to that. So that's what I got coming up. And also another tone video with the continuing the series on guitars and amps and stuff like that. So until then, if I don't have another video, it's March 11th. I'll probably have another video until then. So, but yeah, March 11th, Shakers, come out and support us. Come out and support me and my boy Eddie, who is my oldest friend. Some Plainage guys doing some fucking some rock and roll. Come support us, because we love the support. So until then, have a great night. Thanks for watching.